Just days after President Trump's 50% tariff on Canadian imports took effect, American retailers are bracing for impact. Price hikes are no longer a possibility. They're happening now, and they're happening fast. From Walmart to Costco, aisles once known for savings are becoming financial minefields. What cost $6 last year is now $12. That's not a small jump, it's a shock to the system. For families living paycheck to paycheck, it's no longer about choosing between brands, it's about choosing between meals. 6 core food categories imported from Canada are doubling in price simultaneously, ripping holes in household budgets across the country. Let's break down the 6 Canadian staples pushing American families to the brink. For millions of Americans, health starts with a choice. Eat better, get stronger, invest in yourself. Protein supplements and health foods have become a ritual for many, but that routine is now under threat. Canadian-made whey protein, once affordable, now costs double. $40 has become $80. For students and families on a budget, that's not just an increase, it's a barrier. Plant-based health products like pea protein and flaxseed meal, essential for many diets, have also doubled in price. The specialty health food aisle now feels like a luxury boutique. Small businesses and cafes relying on these ingredients face impossible choices: absorb the cost or pass it on and risk losing customers. The ripple effect is real. Local businesses are at risk, and healthy habits are harder to maintain. Domestic supply chains can't fill the gap overnight, and quality often suffers. For many, the search for alternatives leads to empty shelves and frustration. Wellness is being weaponized. A healthy lifestyle is turning into a luxury. The tariff isn't just a tax on goods, it's a tax on health and self-improvement. Many Americans simply can't afford to pay it. The psychological impact is profound. Healthy routines are being dismantled by forces beyond our control. The entire ecosystem of wellness is under threat. The cost of doing the right thing for your body has never been higher. This is the new reality for anyone trying to live better, and it's a price that many Americans simply can't afford. The smell of baking is comforting, nostalgic, and for many, a livelihood. At the heart of great baked goods is Canadian high-protein wheat, now twice as expensive. Small bakeries already on thin margins can't just switch to lower-quality flour without losing what makes them special. A bag of specialty flour is now a luxury, forcing painful choices: raise prices or risk going under. It's not just flour. Maple syrup, canola oil, and unique extracts from Canada have all surged in price. The cumulative effect is staggering, especially for small businesses. Home bakers, too, are feeling the pinch. What was once a way to save money is now a source of stress. Restaurants and cafes are shrinking portions, changing menus, or using inferior ingredients. The character and quality of local food scenes are eroding, one overpriced ingredient at a time. We took for granted the supply chains that brought these ingredients to our shelves. Now, a political decision has exposed just how fragile that system is. The joy of baking is being replaced by anxiety over cost. For many, it's a loss that goes beyond dollars and cents. The foundation of baking is cracking, and the impact is everywhere. Small businesses and families alike are left to pick up the pieces. The ripple effect continues through every kitchen and bakery. The cost of tradition and creativity is rising fast. This is the new reality for American bakers, and it's a loss we'll all feel. Our produce aisles depend on the rhythm of the seasons and on Canadian imports. Canadian agriculture is already strained by environmental pressures, late frosts, droughts, and unpredictable harvests. Now, a 50% tariff has sent prices for berries, apples, and root vegetables soaring. A pint of blueberries is now a rare treat, and grocery shelves are sometimes empty. As domestic produce goes out of season, we rely even more on Canada, but that bridge is burning. Families are forced to make unhealthy compromises, skipping fresh produce for cheaper processed foods. The price of healthy eating is now out of reach for many. Fresh produce is becoming a luxury good, deepening the divide between those who can afford to eat healthy and those who can't. There are no easy substitutes. Farming takes time, and supply chains can't adjust overnight. For now, we face less availability and higher prices for the foods we need most. This is about more than inconvenience, it's about food security. The ability to put a healthy meal on the table is at risk. Climate challenges and trade policies have created a crisis in the produce aisle. The impact is direct and painful for families across the country. The vibrant colors of the produce section now come with sticker shock. The new reality is fewer choices and higher costs. The consequences will be felt for a long time. Our interconnected world means every decision has a ripple effect. And right now that effect is hitting home. Canadian dairy, sharp cheddars, creamy butters, has long been a staple in American specialty shops and restaurants. The new tariff has more than doubled prices, turning affordable indulgences into unattainable luxuries. Small bistros and fromageries built on Canadian imports are now struggling to survive. They face a choice use inferior substitutes or raise prices beyond what customers can pay. Even average shoppers feel the pinch. Cheese, yogurt, and butter are suddenly much more expensive. The diversity and quality in the dairy aisle are shrinking. Artisanal products are being priced out of existence for most families. The market is flattening, and culinary culture is taking a hit. American businesses and consumers are paying the price for appreciating Canadian quality. Established supply chains are disrupted, and small businesses are collateral damage. The dairy aisle just got a lot more expensive, and a lot less interesting. The loss goes beyond taste, it's about choice and tradition, and it's a blow to everyone who values good food. The American dream of homeownership is built on a simple material, lumber, much of it from Canada. The new tariff has sent lumber prices soaring, adding tens of thousands to the cost of building a new home. Construction companies and home builders are in crisis, forced to break bad news to clients. Many potential homeowners are priced out before a single nail is hammered. Renovations and DIY projects are on hold as wood costs become prohibitive. Small contractors and handymen are losing work as homeowners cancel projects. Lumber yards are quiet, and the price of basic materials has doubled. Domestic producers can't fill the gap, driving prices even higher. The dream of homeownership is slipping away for many families. The ability to improve your home, a cornerstone of middle-class life, is eroding. This isn't just about wood, it's about stability and security. The foundation of the American dream is cracking. Blue-collar workers and small businesses are hit hardest. The ripple effect touches every part of the construction industry. The cost of entry is rising fast. For many, the dream is now out of reach. And it all started with a single political decision. Canola oil, once a pantry staple, has become a luxury. Most of it comes from Canada, but unpredictable weather and tariffs have doubled the price. The affordable jug of canola oil now competes with premium olive oils. For families on a budget, this is a massive blow. Cooking habits are changing. People use less or switch to less healthy alternatives. Restaurants and food manufacturers are reeling, forced to raise prices or cut quality. The cost of eating out and buying packaged goods is rising. Shoppers are shocked, putting bottles back on the shelf. The search for alternatives is tough. Other oils are also expensive or don't work as substitutes. The global market for vegetable oils is interconnected, so the impact spreads. We built our kitchens and food industry on the assumption of endless, affordable canola oil. That assumption is gone, replaced by a new, more expensive reality. The everyday oil is now a symbol of economic pain. The vulnerability in our food system is clear, and it's hitting us right at home. This isn't just a trade war, it's a lifestyle crisis. Price shocks are reshaping how Americans live, eat, and stay healthy. The dream of homeownership and the act of cooking a healthy meal are becoming financial burdens. Our dependence on Canadian goods and the cost of political decisions has never been clearer. Tariffs aimed at foreign countries end up punishing our own families and businesses. These are just the first tremors of a much larger economic shift. The long-term impacts on health, small business, and family stability are still unfolding. Subscribe for more insights that cut through the noise.